Badass Beatboards presents the erasable, reusable story development and outlining toolkit for screenwriters. There are 4 different plot development guides, one each for 3-act, 5-act, and 9-act plot structure, as well as a guide for story cycle or story circle plot development. 3-act plot structure has been a foundation of storytelling since Aristotle's time. In fact, most feature-length movies rely on it. The 3 acts are generally broken down into the setup, the confrontation, and the resolution. It is beyond the scope of this video to explain the 3-act structure, but there are many resources on our website if you need help. 5-act plot structure is used by screenwriters mostly for episodic television. The 5-act structure consists of exposition, rising action, the climax, falling action, and resolution or denouement. To learn more about the specifics of 5-act plot structure, check out our website. There are many free resources there to help you. 9-act plot structure is mostly reserved for Hallmark and Lifetime type movies where a special, very specific formula is required by the network. When writing a 9-act structured plot, it's best to research the exact requirements of the network you want to appeal to. You can find specific, helpful resources at our website. The Story Cycle Guide is one that is inspired by Dan Harmon's Story Circle. We use an oval for more space, but it works the same way. For those who wish to use the Story Cycle Guide, we have another video specifically dedicated to it. This guide, like the others, is designed to allow you to create a roadmap for your story. Just like we might use GPS or a map to plan a trip, these guides act as a map. They can be followed as closely as you wish or deviated from as much as you need to in order to tell a great story. We'll continue with our example of Rocky. By now, we've already developed our story to a large extent using the brainstorming guides, the character profiler, and the conflict chamber, so we'll have plenty of information to add right off the bat. Remember that this is just a guide. Everything we enter here can be moved, changed, deleted, or expanded upon. The most important thing is to build a roadmap so that we know where we're going with our story. We can start by adding all the beats we already know. We don't need to add them in order. It's often easier to fill in the blanks between the beats we know. We can work on our main storyline, our secondary storyline, or any additional storylines at the same time, or we can work on each one separately. When we plot out the separate storylines together though, we're able to draw a vertical line on our outline and create scenes that combine the different storylines, since we now know which events occur at the same time on our plot line. For example, we know that just before the climax, the 3 storylines have 3 different things that happen at exactly the same time. A great example is in the 14th round near the end of the fight when Rocky is knocked down. As he's fighting to stand up, Mick is telling him to stay down, and then Adrian enters the scene as Rocky fights to make it to his feet. At the same time, Apollo expresses his own doubt. There's a lot going on here. All of these things are full of symbolism and story importance, and they all happen at the same time. Without mapping it out, it would be much more difficult to incorporate them all into one scene. Your story will be unique and different from any other, as it should be. By using one of these guides described in this video, you'll be able to organize and develop your plot so that it's exactly the way you want it to be. Thanks for watching. For more information on these guides and other resources designed especially for screenwriters, visit our website or email us. We're always happy to help.